In the event that Earth is wiped out, boundaries vanish. The most captivating celestial body I recognize is the one that might be extraordinary in our sky. It is Betelgeuse. It's a massive, supergiant red star. If you were to position it where our Sun is, it would extend all the way out to the orbit of Jupiter. This massive, extremely unstable star is on the verge of exploding. It's not as straightforward as it may seem. In the cosmos, these colossal events, like the most extreme supernova, could shake everything we observe, and even things we don't. Though we cannot see it clearly, Betelgeuse is considered a symbol of a red supergiant star, frequently significantly larger than our own Sun. Brian Cox, along with other astronomers, believes it might explode in a supernova soon. People have grown increasingly concerned about what's going to happen because the James Webb Space Telescope has been capturing remarkable images of the star. When exactly will Betelgeuse erupt into a supernova, and how significant will the impact be on Earth? Let's delve into the star. The magnificent constellation of Orion shines so brightly that even ancient civilizations noticed it. The splendid star Betelgeuse resides on the eastern shoulder of Orion, ranking as the second largest star in the constellation. Its name derives from this position, indicating that it is a shoulder star. Betelgeuse is likely one of the brightest stars visible in the night sky. In addition to its brilliant light, the star gives off a distinctive hue of red that, as we will explore, signals potential danger. Humanity has long studied Betelgeuse. It was observed by Greek astronomer Timaeus long ago. At that time, the first thing people recognized about stars was their color. Timaeus noted that the star seemed to have a reddish-orange hue, an alarming indication. In recent years, scientists have been studying the star with even more precision, and they now have a much clearer understanding of what makes it so strikingly luminous. One of these factors is that the star undergoes substantial variations in brightness, fluctuating by as much as 0.6. Betelgeuse is a variable star, meaning its brightness changes periodically. In 2019, researchers discovered some new behaviors that had never before been observed. Even though Betelgeuse didn't stop shining completely, its luminosity significantly decreased. It dimmed to a level of around 1.6, prompting experts to investigate why this irregularity was taking place in one of the brightest stars in the sky. They hoped to find an explanation for why Betelgeuse was behaving so erratically. According to their findings, Betelgeuse could explode as a supernova at any given moment. Brian Cox, a renowned scientist, shared this alarming assessment. As a distinguished professor of particle physics at the University of Manchester and the Royal Society Professor for Public Engagement with Science, his opinion is important. He also presents popular science TV shows and writes books, making his perspective well respected. Brian Cox explained that Betelgeuse seems like a ticking time bomb, a structure that could explode quickly. To support this claim, the James Webb Space Telescope has provided substantial evidence. Although several peculiarities about Betelgeuse have raised many questions, why does it act so strangely in terms of its variability? The new data has earned Betelgeuse its place as a supernova candidate. Researchers have no idea when the explosion will take place. The fact that Betelgeuse's mass is nearly twice that of the Sun supports this classification. Generally, stars with at least several times the Sun's mass are considered potential supernova candidates. The plot thickens, though. Scientists have used different tools to investigate Betelgeuse, such as the James Webb Space Telescope and the Laser Interferometer Observation Center for gravitational waves. What they've uncovered is still shrouded in mystery. Betelgeuse was born on August 31st, a very long time ago, and since then, the star has been offering strange signals that keep its future uncertain. What did they discover? They detected peculiar light waves emanating from the star, which raised further intrigue. But this wasn't the only strange occurrence. This brings us back to the fact that the variable star Betelgeuse fluctuates in brightness. There were reports that Betelgeuse had regular darkening episodes akin to sunspots on our own Sun, but the cycles were different. It shifts between bright and dim phases twice as quickly as it did previously. Another odd sign that Betelgeuse is misbehaving. Researchers observed that in February 2021, the star's dimming cycle reached a brightness band of plus 1.61. This was not long after the star had experienced a massive dimming event, marking the beginning of its abnormal behavior and raising alarms that Betelgeuse might be nearing the end. The significant dimming between 2019 and 2020, reaching its lowest level, made many experts convinced that the star would explode within the next 100,000 years. But when Betelgeuse brightened once more after this unprecedented dimming, things got even more confusing. As physicist Andrea Dupree from the Harvard Smithsonian Center for Astrophysics noted, The star was now 150% brighter than usual, making it the seventh brightest star in the sky. Researchers were astonished to see a red glow emerging from the southern part of the star. The situation only became more puzzling. This development sparked numerous theories about the cause of Betelgeuse's great dimming. It's essential to highlight that not every star radiates the same red glow that Betelgeuse does. This glow marks Betelgeuse as a red supergiant star, the final phase of a star's life before its death. This red hue is the result of a surface temperature around 3,500 Kelvin, significantly cooler than the outer layer of the Sun, which is around 5,500 Kelvin. Since Betelgeuse is cooler than the Sun, it radiates less energy per unit of surface area, even though it is much larger and on the brink of exploding. We should also consider the extraordinary dimming event that Brian Cox questions. Does it really mean Betelgeuse will go supernova? The fact that Betelgeuse is already in its red supergiant phase suggests it is nearing the end of its life as a star. A star in this phase will often dim as it dies, and scientists know this. However, Betelgeuse's recent unusual behavior has caused scientists to be even more focused on monitoring it. Today, multiple telescopes are focused on this unidentified dimming event, attempting to gather more insights. Things continue to get even more intriguing, since researchers still don't have a deep understanding of Betelgeuse's behavior. Using cutting-edge instruments, scientists are watching the star closely. The James Webb Space Telescope has been one of the most valuable tools since its launch in 2021, assisting astronomers in gathering valuable new data about Betelgeuse. The telescope's images of the star's remarkable dimming have shown that the event caused an enormous mass ejection, roughly 400 billion times more significant than a typical coronal mass ejection. The James Webb Space Telescope can also observe things that are invisible to the naked eye, like specific light wavelengths and frequencies, making it an invaluable asset. Researchers have observed dust clouds forming on the star's surface that appear to resemble leaves in space, an odd but fascinating finding. Despite the fact that Betelgeuse is undoubtedly approaching its demise. When Betelgeuse finally reaches the end of its life and erupts in a supernova, the event will not only dazzle skywatchers around the globe but also provide an unprecedented wealth of scientific data. Astronomers anticipate observing gravitational waves, gamma-ray bursts, and neutrino emissions, signals that will help unravel the deepest mysteries of stellar death and the formation of neutron stars or even black holes. Though the distance of roughly 642 light-years ensures that Earth remains safe from any physical harm, the brightness of the explosion will likely be visible even during the day and persist for weeks or months. Some predict it might become the brightest object in the night sky, casting shadows on Earth and possibly even inspiring fear or wonder in cultures unprepared for such a dramatic sight. What's especially fascinating is that because of the time it takes light to travel, the actual explosion, if it has already occurred, might have happened centuries ago, and we're just waiting for the light to reach us. In other words, we might already be living in the aftermath of Betelgeuse's death, unknowingly on the brink of witnessing cosmic history. In conclusion, Betelgeuse's irregular dimming, surges in brightness, and violent mass ejections continue to baffle and excite scientists. The star stands as a reminder of how dynamic and unpredictable the universe can be. While no one knows the exact moment of its demise, its impending supernova is a celestial clock ticking toward one of the most stunning light shows humanity may ever witness, one that could change our understanding of the life cycles of stars forever. Explosive event. Betelgeuse's inevitable demise is not merely a scientific curiosity, but also a profound reminder of the vast and ambiguous nature of the universe. Stars like Betelgeuse play a crucial role in the life cycle of galaxies, enriching the cosmos with vital components necessary for the creation of new stars, planets, and possibly even life itself. Such a star's end is not a conclusion, but a transformation, as it releases heavy elements that will seed new stellar generations. Scientists, in due time, continue to observe Betelgeuse, piecing together the puzzle of its future. With each new discovery, the mystery surrounding it grows deeper, expanding our comprehension of the cosmos. With every piece of the puzzle uncovered, perhaps we will, in the future, witness one of the most extraordinary events in the cosmos, the transformation of Betelgeuse from a massive red supergiant into a breathtaking supernova. Until then, the sky will remain a canvas of wonder, with Betelgeuse shining brightly as a reminder of the fleeting nature of life on a universal scale. Betelgeuse's transition into a supernova is an event that will capture the attention of astronomers and skywatchers alike. Even though we are unsure when exactly this transformation will occur, the star's current instability has sparked a wave of speculation about its future. The advanced instruments and technologies at our disposal, such as the James Webb and Hubble space telescopes, have provided astronomers with unprecedented insights into the behavior of this extraordinary star. As Betelgeuse's brightness changes in erratic ways, scientists are meticulously studying the data in the hopes of comprehending the factors that lead to these shifts. The star's extreme variability could be a precursor to the violent explosion that will ultimately mark the end of its stellar life. Whether or not Betelgeuse will explode within the next few years or in a much longer time span remains uncertain. But one thing is certain: the universe is full of cosmic surprises, and Betelgeuse's eventual demise will be a spectacle that brings new opportunities for discovery. Throughout the centuries, astronomers have observed and studied numerous stars, but only a few have garnered as much attention as Betelgeuse. Its immense size, variable brightness, and unusual color have made it a subject of extensive study. As a red supergiant, Betelgeuse is already in the final phase of its life cycle. The star's massive size means it will eventually exhaust its nuclear fuel, leading to its ultimate collapse and subsequent explosion into a supernova. This explosive event will release an astonishing amount of energy, significantly altering the cosmic environment around it. Despite the many uncertainties surrounding the exact timing of Betelgeuse's supernova, one point of agreement exists among astronomers: the star's eventual demise will be one of the most significant cosmic events to occur in our lifetime. The data being collected by the most advanced telescopes today is helping to unravel the mysteries of the star, providing crucial information about the processes that occur during the final stages of a star's life. By studying the behavior of Betelgeuse, scientists can gain deeper insights into the broader mechanics of stellar evolution. In addition, the explosion of Betelgeuse will likely leave behind a lasting impact on the surrounding space, enriching the interstellar medium with heavy elements that will eventually be incorporated into new stars, planets, and potentially even life forms. This cycle of creation and destruction is a fundamental aspect of the life cycle of stars, and Betelgeuse's supernova will be a prime example of this cosmic process. As we continue to monitor Betelgeuse and other stars in similar stages of evolution, astronomers are using cutting-edge technology to better comprehend the forces at work. The James Webb Space Telescope, unlike any other, has the ability to observe distant objects in the universe, providing a wealth of data that will shape our understanding of stellar dynamics. The images and measurements taken with this telescope are helping to shed light on the complex mechanisms that drive a star's evolution, from its birth to its ultimate demise. Although the death of a star may seem like a cataclysmic event, it is, in fact, a crucial step in the ongoing cycle of stellar evolution. The elements released during a supernova contribute to the formation of new stars, planets, and potentially even life. In this sense, the death of Betelgeuse, and stars like it, is not an end but rather a transformation that fuels the birth of new celestial bodies. Betelgeuse's supernova will play a significant role in the universe's ongoing evolution, contributing to the creation of the building blocks for future generations of stars and planets. Until the day Betelgeuse finally explodes, astronomers will continue to observe and study its behavior, piecing together the clues that will help them predict its future. The star's unpredictable dimming and brightening cycles, as well as its other unusual behaviors, make it a fascinating subject of study. With every new discovery, scientists are learning more about the processes that govern the life cycle of stars and, by extension, the evolution of the universe itself. The mystery surrounding Betelgeuse's fate serves as a reminder of the vastness and complexity of the cosmos. The universe is filled with untold wonders, and the study of celestial bodies like Betelgeuse permits us to glimpse the magnificent processes that shape the very fabric of reality. As we continue to investigate the universe and deepen our understanding of the forces that govern it, we are reminded of the fragile, transient nature of life itself. Stars like Betelgeuse shine brightly in the night sky, offering a glimpse into the extraordinary and ever-changing universe in which we live. This ongoing investigation into Betelgeuse and similar stellar bodies not only advances our knowledge of astrophysics, but also reminds us of our own place within the vast cosmic tapestry. The questions raised by Betelgeuse's fate transcend the scientific; they touch on the philosophical. What does it mean for something so massive, so seemingly eternal, to vanish in a flash of light and energy? And what might rise in its place? The impending supernova will offer astronomers an unparalleled observational opportunity, a chance to study, in real time, the death of a star and the birth of its cosmic legacy. When the explosion does occur, it will likely be visible even in the daytime sky, a radiant beacon of both destruction and renewal that will captivate humanity across the globe. Such events are rare on the scale of a human lifetime, and if Betelgeuse were to explode in the near future, it would mark a historic moment in observational astronomy. Beyond its scientific significance, the story of Betelgeuse has a poetic dimension. Like a burning ember at the end of a long fire, it glows with the energy of billions of years, holding within it the secrets of nuclear fusion, gravitational pressure, and cosmic alchemy. Its final act will not be a fading away, but a final, fiery crescendo, a supernova that sends ripples through space and time. In the aftermath, what remains may be a neutron star, a dense, collapsed core no larger than a city but with a mass greater than our sun. Or perhaps a black hole, a region of space so dense that not even light can escape. Either outcome is a profound transformation, underscoring the dynamic and ever-evolving nature of the universe. As humanity peers deeper into space with ever-advancing tools, the death of stars like Betelgeuse becomes not just a phenomenon to observe, but a story to understand, a chapter in the epic narrative of creation, transformation, and cosmic rebirth. And while we await the final moment of Betelgeuse's transition, we are reminded that the universe is not static, it is alive, restless, and full of wonder. Perhaps someday, in a far-off future, intelligent beings will look upon a star formed from the elements once released by Betelgeuse. Perhaps life, in some form, will emerge from its ashes. In that possibility lies the ultimate legacy of stars, not only their explosive demise, but the life they may unknowingly create in the quiet aftershock.